What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to another episode of the Bathurst Challenge. Today's suggestion comes from Mr. Bogan Bobby. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm very excited for today. Today we're going to be taking Peter Brock's LH Torana for a rip around Bathurst. Now, if you don't know who Peter Brock is, this is Peter Brock, an Australian racing legend, an icon, if you will. So without rambling on too much, let's jump into the sim, have a look at the car, and just see how it handles around our outlap. So here we are in Assetto Corsa, and you have to take a moment to appreciate how good that looks. Obviously, we went for the iconic Marlboro livery with Brock and Richards, but I'm very excited to see how quick this is around the mountain and to see if I can even come close to doing Peter Brock justice on the laps that we're going to put through today. Again, I've never driven this car. I have no idea how it handles, but I know it's a rear-wheel drive. I know it has a short wheelbase and it's powerful. So I'm very excited to see how it goes. I guess without rambling too much, let's just jump straight in and see what it's like. Alrighty, I guess let's just give her a go. God, it sounds amazing. I haven't even given it any juice yet. Let's put our foot down at first. Oh, 100 kilometers in first gear. God damn, okay. Alright, we're going to brake at the 100, come down a second. God, bloody powerful. Oh, this is going to be nice. This is going to feel so good. Third gear, 180 kilometers an hour. Braking at the 100. In a second. Turn it dead. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this so much. I'm going to really enjoy this. All right, we're in fourth gear now. This is the most it's got, so we're going to give it as much as we can going into Griffiths Bend. Over 200 kilometers. Got a little bit of air there over the jump. 230. Oh, God. Okay, I need to be going a little bit slower and then power on earlier through there. But so far, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty stable for what it is. Oh my god! Oh my god, that rear-wheel drive with all this power, it just wants to disappear from you. But the minute you start to lose traction, it's if you aren't afraid to put the power down, it's pretty easy to catch and just put it into a bit of a drift. Like, we were sideways for most of that then. Oh, dude, this is going to be a very interesting lap. It's taking all of my urge to not rip a handbrake and send the car into a sideways spin. Let's go down Forest Elbow. God, I'm concentrating a lot harder than I thought I would right now. I feel like if you aren't afraid to put some power through the car, then it's very forgiving. It really is forgiving. Even if you do slide the rear out a little bit, it's not the hardest thing in the world to catch. I don't know if that has to do with the wheelbase or the length of the car, but 261 kilometers an hour before we're maxing it out. God, better understeer there. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I feel like my entire Hotlaps are just going to be me drifting around parts of this track. Oh my god, alright, last corner. This is the first outlap that we've done in the Bathurst Challenge. I'm pretty sure that we've been able to complete a full lap without crashing the car. And as I almost crashed the car. Do you know what? I am pretty impressed with how that feels. Is there a handbrake on the car? There is not. Let's see if we can just drop the clutch and put the car a bit sideways here. Oh gosh, no. Oh gosh, no. Okay, well, listen. I am very excited to get this just going. I want to see how fast we can actually get this car. That was so much fun. Like, genuinely so much fun. I am very excited. All right, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do 10 hot laps, see how fast we can actually get this car. And when I have my fastest lap, I will come back, show you the lap, and we'll just see this iconic duo together ripping through the mountain. I'm very excited. All right, I'll be back in a second. So here we go, fastest lap in Peter Brock's LH Torana, and not only does this look fantastic, but this has to be one of the funnest cars that we've put through the Bathurst Challenge yet. Passing over the start-finish line now, ready to lay down our fastest lap. Listen to that Torana purr. We're going to start braking between the 50 and the 100 meter board, slow it down into second, and really use as much of the track as we possibly can in that first corner. But now that we have this straight, we're going to try and get as quick as we can, as fast as we can, get it into fourth, and absolutely put your foot down. We want to get as much momentum as we can heading into Griffiths Bend and try and get as much speed. Going underneath the Audi Sports sign, the front wheels start to lose a little bit of traction with that air. We're going to start braking at 100 meters, going to drop down to the third and hold it to that inside line at Griffiths Bend. Use as much of the camper as we possibly can. Don't go too wide into that left-hand wall there. Almost hit. That would have been a very expensive mirror to replace. We're going to start going up towards the cutting now. Slowing down, braking into second, losing the rear a little bit with that little bit of traction loss, but we're going to try and feed it out and get as much momentum through that area as we can. Now we're going to head into the skyline, where it's the most important to keep as much speed pinned at all times, because this is where you can potentially lose a little bit of time and lose some traction with all of the bumps through this part of the track here. Going to feed it out to the right hand side, and then we're coming through the sand traps on the right, coming up to us now underneath the Super Cheap Auto sign and heading down into the S's and to the Dipper. This is where it is make or break. All of the time that you can lose can be lost here. Going underneath the 7 News sign in third gear, we're going to start getting on the brakes in a straight line, trying to get it down into second before we hit the Dipper. Going through now past the Euro Mechanic sign, going through the Dipper nice and quick. Don't want to get on the throttle too early because the rear is very playful through this section here. Heading down into Forest Elbow. We're currently in third gear doing 145 kilometers an hour. Brakes down to second. Try and keep it as far as we can to that inside line. Don't feed it too wide. But now it is down heading towards the chase. We want to get as much speed as we can heading into the chase. We want to absolutely max out this Torana and see how quick we can get it in the fourth gear. Heading down into the chase, we want to make sure that we don't brake too late because we're going to go straight into that sand trap, which is the last thing we want. Hitting our fastest lap at 261 kilometers in the speed trap. Heading down to the chase now, braking at the 150 a little bit earlier than I would really want to, but down into second, holding it through, losing traction just a little bit, kept it on the road, which is nice and lucky for us. Into third gear now, heading into the final corner of the track. We want to see how quick we can get this. Trying to brake at the 100 meter board, get it down into second gear, hold it on the inside line. Don't hit the curb because it will throw you out into that Super Cheap Auto barrier. Foot down, get as far, 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Not a bad lap for the LH Torana. Definitely worth its time and definitely a fun car to rip around this track. So there you go, fastest lap in Peter Brock's LH Torana sits at a 226.126, which is not a bad lap for this car at all. So looking at our leaderboard to see where this car stacks up, it is right underneath our 2017 NASCAR and right above the Honda NSX, which is not a bad spot for this car to be at all. If you look a little bit further up, you can see the newer generation of V8 supercar is at a 219, which means this is only 6 seconds slower than the newer generation of supercar, which is just insane when you think about it. Now, like I said during the hot lap, this has to be probably one of the funnest Bathurst challenges that I've filmed. There's just something about the way the car is and the way the car handles itself is just, it's so infectious and it is so fun. So if you haven't driven a car like this and you want to give this a go, I will leave it in the description. Definitely check it out. I would love to know what you think because I enjoyed this so much more than I thought. Also, for anyone wanting some reference, I had a look to see what Peter Brock's fastest lap was in this exact car at Bathurst, and his best lap sits at a 220, which means he was 6.1 seconds faster than my fastest lap. One of the most insane things about this to me is when we start the Bathurst Challenge session, ready to do our 10 laps, the track is at ideal temperatures, the tires are already warm, so it's ready to just start the car in optimal temperatures. I don't know what the track conditions were like for this lap, I don't know what his tires were like for that lap, but to hit a 2-minute 20 is just bananas, and that's obviously why he's an Australian racing legend, and I'm some dude in a racing sim. I can only imagine what that was like for him to be on the track in that car with the sounds, the speed, the danger, everything that goes along with racing a car at those sort of speeds at Bathurst. Absolutely insane. I want to give another massive shout out to Bobby for the suggestion. Thank you so much, and if you guys have any suggestions and you want to see your car do the Bathurst Challenge, leave me a comment below. If I can find a mod for it, I'll do it. It's pretty straightforward. If you like this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. I post new videos every week and you don't want to miss them. If you want to come and race some cars live, we stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll leave all the information and the schedule below. Come and say hello. Let me know you found this video. I would love to meet you. If you want to come and join us on any of our social media, all the links will be in the description. Come and say what's up. Be a part of the team. Won't regret it. I mean, you might, but that's just a risk you're gonna have to take. Other than that, I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Have a good day. Bye.